Hello everyone, I am Rekha Murthy, Assistant Professor of the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering from Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. Today I am here to explain about the problems based on the EMF equation of an alternator. And the question is a 3-phase 16-pole star connected alternator which has 144 slots having 10 conductors in each slot. The flux per pole is 30 milliweber and the distributed sinusoidally and the speed is 375 rpm. So find the EMF for the full pitch winding and when the coil is short pitched by one slot and when the coil is short corded by the two slots. So let us see that here what is the given data. The given data is the 16 pole and the star connected which has got the 144 slots, you can make a note of it. Then it has the 10 conductors in each slot. So it will be having a 10 conductors in each slot. Then the flux per pole value is given, that is 30 milliweber and the speed is 375 rpm. We need to find out the EMF. So let us write down the given data. So here the given data we have written P is equal to 16, flux is equal to 30 milliweber, Ns is equal to 375 rpm and 144 slots with conductor per slot is equal to 10. Now we need to find out the EMF which is produced with the full pitch winding. So let us recall the formula of alternator is E phase is equal to 4.44 F psi into T phase into Kc into Kd. So here we have to find out the EMF for the first case, that is full pitch winding, where the Kc value will be equal to 1. So we are going to substitute Kc and we have to find out the frequency, flux, right, and the T phase, that is the turns per phase, and also we need to find out the Kd value, that is the distribution factor. Then only we can solve the EMF of an alternator. So first let us take up one by one the first parameter, that is the frequency. So how to find out that value of that frequency is, as we all know that Ns is equal to 120F divided by P. Right, 120F divided by P, where F is equal to P into Ns divided by 120, which is equal to, the pole is 60 multiplied by 375 divided by 120. So it results with the answer 50 Hertz. It results with the answer 50 Hertz. So we have found the frequency. Similarly, we'll try to determine. So let us put tick mark. So let us determine, yes, already the flux is given in the problem. So no need to worry about this. So flux is given, right. So the next aim is we need to find out the turns per phase as well as the distribution factor. Let us make use of to solve the distribution factor for the next stage. Kd is given by the sine of m beta divided by 2 divided by m into sine of beta divided by 2, where beta is the slot angle and m is the slots per pole per phase. Let us write down that m is the slots per pole per phase, right. So how to solve this? Slots per pole per phase. First we have to determine what is the slots per pole. So slots per pole we can solve once they have given the number of the slots. How much the number of slots they have given? 144 slots is given. 144 slots is given and number of pole is 16. So when you take 144 divided by 16, will give the answer as slots per pole. So slots per pole will be the value as 144 divided by 16. It results with 9. So this slots per pole, let me denote it as, this is nothing but the value of n. The value of n. Okay. So therefore, the m value, I can write it as, m value, I can write it as n per phase. N per phase. So obviously this is a 3-phase alternator. So therefore, this n divided by number of phases is 3. So which results with the 3. So therefore, m value is 3. So we solved m value is 3. Okay. So you can put a tick mark here. M has been solved. Then we need to find out the beta. So beta can be given by the formula 180 degree divided by n. Beta is given by the formula 180 degree divided by n. So it is 180 degree divided by n is 9. So it results with the 20 degree. It results with a 20 degree. Now let us solve the KD by substituting the values of m and beta. After substituting the values, we get an answer as 0.9597. 0.9597. So this will be the value of the KD. So here you can observe we have already achieved the distribution factor KD. What was the next aim? Recall back. Go back to the EMF equation. So we have solved KD. Now we need to find out the turns per phase. To get the turns per phase, as all of you know that Z is equal to 2 times of T phase. So first we have to find out how many the conductors are there. As per the given data, they have given the conductors per slot. But you can find out how much the conductors are there when you multiply this by the slots. When the conductors per slot is multiplied by slot, it will give you the conductors. So that will be the number of conductors. When you want number of conductors per phase, then we have to divide it by the 3. So let us go and solve the number of conductors per phase. When we solve the number of conductors, it results with 1440 conductors. Now if you want it for the conductors per phase, it will be Z divided by 3. So it is 1440 divided by 3. It results with 480 conductors. Now as we all know that Z is equal to 2 times of T phase. So therefore T phase is equal to Z phase divided by 2. So therefore 480 divided by 2 is 240. So this will be the turns per phase which we have to substitute in the EMF equation. Now let us substitute all these values. We have found all the parameters related with the EMF equation. So let us substitute this parameters to the EMF equation. After substituting the values, we get the EMF per phase as 1533.98 volts. Now we can also find out the line EMF, the line value of the EMF. That is by considering this is in the problem they have given a star connection. So we should know the relationship. So as you all know that E phase is equal to E line divided by root 3. So E line is equal to root 3 times of E phase. So let us solve the line voltage, that is E line. We get the value of E line voltage as 2656.94 volts. Now let us solve for the second sub question, that is when the coil is short pitched by the one slot. So when the coil is short pitched by one slot, the formula what we have to remember is alpha will get changed. So alpha will be equal to how many times it has been short pitched. It is short pitched by one slot, means alpha is equal to 1 times of that beta. So beta already we have found, that is 20 degree, right? So in the earlier, the sub-question 1, we had Kc is equal to 1 for the full pitch. Here the Kc value will change because it is short pitched by 1 slot. So now we have to find out what will be the value of Kc. So Kc is equal to cos of alpha divided by 2. So once you solve this, so you'll get the answer as cos of 10 degree, right? So it results with the 0.9848, 0.9848. So this will be the Kc value. Now let us substitute this value to the EMF equation. So what was the EMF equation formula? 4.44 F psi into T phase into Kc into Kd, right? So let us substitute the values. 4.44 into 50 into 30 milli 10 power of minus 3 into Kc is 0.9848 multiply by Kd value, that is we have found, that is 0.9597. So it results with 1510.68 volts. Similarly, as in the previous case, how you have found E line voltage. So therefore, E line can be solved as E line is equal to root 3 into E phase. So that value, it results with the 2616.57 volts. So this is how we can solve for the second sub question. Now let us move on with the third sub question. In third sub question, that is coil is short pitched by the 2 slots. So therefore here also the alpha will become 2 times of beta because it is 2 slots you have pitched. So it becomes 2 times of beta, so it results with a 40 degree. Again we need to find out the new value of the Kc, that is nothing but we have to solve it as cos of alpha divided by 2, that is nothing but cos of 20 degree. So it results with the answer as 0.9396, right? So the same value, again we need to solve the E phase in the similar way. So after substituting the corresponding values of this new value of a Kc in the sub question, it results with the E phase is equal to 1441.3 volts. Similarly, we can also determine the line voltage, that is E line is equal to root 3 times of E phase, that results with a 2496.46 volts. This is how we can solve this problem. So it completes this problem. Thank you for watching this video.